I was just 18. The year was 1974. How does one assimilate a choice that takes a young woman from a verdant valley out in western Massachusetts to an isolated island 30 miles out to sea, having just finished high school and a semester of college under one's feet? It was a calling within my spirit force, yearning for another dimension, away from a more scripted world where I could freely find my own rhythm by becoming my very own best friend. It was the 70s, after all, a time of striking out for independence and self-regulation. Vietnam ended, Nixon resigned, Massachusetts lowered its legal drinking age to 18, and Roe v. Wade had become legalized in the country. It was a deeply expansive and synchronistic time that I felt attuned to. My decision was deeply intuitive and became a cornerstone to my foundation of eventually learning to trust my future moves and beyond. There were 2 seasons on the island. There was summer season and there was off-season. Off-season began in September. In the 70s, the island year-round population was around 3,600, and summer population grew to 10,000. But at Labor Day, it was over. Summertime offered a reoccurring sense of getting lost in the shuffle. The challenge was in the returning to our off-season that rendered a sense of getting lost, but in a completely nuanced manner. Off-season meant it was time for the island rhythms to coexist in nature and in the offering of a slower pace. Today, the island serves close to 50,000 people. Summer does not end at Labor Day. The transition between seasons doesn't exist so precipitously. Becoming lost in the shuffle is a way of new life, as our off-season population is upwards of 16,000 people. Much like our individual evolution of our souls, the call is asking us to reinvent our sense of belonging here in the world and on island. Nantucket has been a muse ever since I moved here as a teenager and fell under the spell of its natural beauty. Nantucket is where I chose to design a life for myself. Looking back at 50 years, the gift of historical perspective gives lens to how evolution, compromise, and personal choice demonstrates that giving back to the island is a way to understand the reciprocity at the intersection of belonging and fitting in. When we belong, we do fit in. We enmesh into an ongoing, ever-evolving collective of caring souls who love coming home to Nantucket, no matter what the season is.